CJ on the beat.
Hi, I'm Jordy.
And I am Steven.
And this is Thorndale Theater Talk. This is a podcast where we're talking about movies, TV shows, anything you have to do in the entertainment industry, right?
Correct, sir. Correct.
Did you call me sir?
Madam?
You got me. Remember to follow us on Instagram at Steven Centrella, on Twitter at Thorndale Talk, our official Twitter page, at Kibbles312 and at Steven Centrella, and our Facebook page, Thorndale Theater Talk, and our YouTube channel, Thorndale Theater Talk. Like, subscribe, comment, just a click of a button. We'd appreciate it a lot. You know, do what you gotta do, though.
Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah.
Hell to the yeah, Steve-O. All right. It's, we missed a week, so we got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, 4th of July, man. 4th of July.
4th of July. 4th of July.
It's crazy times. Crazy times in this world. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was your movie of the week again?
My movie of the week was the movie called Wendy. It came out in 2020. It's an independent film. So it's a premise of like the Peter Pan.
Right.
But it's it's actually in a different perspective. Actually, it's actually about Wendy and how it actually goes. It's like, again. So Wendy's the character, Peter's the character, Michael, all the normal people in the Peter Pan story. But it follows Wendy as the protagonist, and it actually makes her more she wants to get away from she wants to kind of be a kid forever almost. It's Peter still has that adventure side and want to be a kid forever, but it's more premise on Wendy, which is interesting. And yeah, it just kind of follows her more.
Was it good?
No, not at all. Not at all. Actually, it was pretty bad. The ratings towards it is true. I still watch it just because I wanted to see their take on it. It was an interesting take. Also, so normally with Wendy and her brothers, they actually come from a very wealthy family, and this one they do not. So that's another change of pace of it. They have just a mom, no dad, no dog, Nana. So it's just Nana the dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, so it's just a different take on it. But I was very curious because I wanted to see this take.
Right.
And it wasn't good. I appreciate the intent and trying to do different ideas with it, but I just think the ideas were good. I think the execution was poor. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. It was. I like the ideas of them trying to change up little things there and there, and follow Wendy instead of. But the whole point of Wendy's character, they changed her character completely, the way she thinks. So mm-hmm. It's you can't change too much, but at the same time, the little changes are cool. So. Like I said, I like the ideas, but poor execution. Mm-hmm. Would I recommend it?
No.
If you want to watch it, go for it. That's your prerogative. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Mm-hmm. So that was my movie of the week. Jordy, how about you?
My movie of the week was the new Pixar movie, Luca.
Luca Doncic?
No, with a C, not...
Oh, okay, my bad.
K is from... Yeah.
Yes, my bad.
But Luca, it's the new movie on Disney Plus, Pixar movie, where it's about these two sea monsters that are told... Well, one's told never to go up to the surface, and then one's already on the surface, and then they meet, and then they become friends, and then other stuff happens. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot less like Soul, where it's kind of this existential, deeper meaning that kids wouldn't know. This one's a very kid-friendly movie. It's very straight to the point. It's about friendship. It's about other things, but I know that's a big part of it. I'm blanking out right now, but it's very good. Jacob Tremblay is one of the voices. Maya Rudolph is one of the voices. There's probably others that I just didn't realize or couldn't catch up on, but it's a very good movie. I highly recommend it. On Disney Plus, it's a very easy watch too. I'm pretty sure it's only an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 40.
Okay.
But yeah, they did a really good job. It's weird that I don't think they marketed it that crazy, right?
Oh no, they didn't.
No. Which is kind of crappy because I really like this movie.
I saw the marketing on it I want to say a month before it came out, which was amazing because usually they do good marketing for Pixar. But this one, Because I don't think this went to theaters at all. I think this went just straight to streaming.
Yeah, you might be right.
Like,
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure this one just went straight to streaming, and that's why.
Because they probably had it set because of COVID, and they're just like, all right, we're gonna keep it.
Yeah, that's why there wasn't much marketing on it.
Yeah, I don't see it in theaters.
Again, right. Still, I think they should do this still do the same amount of marketing, especially from Pixar. I will
completely agree.
Out of all the Pixar movies, would you say this is a top 10 or not?
It's hard to think of right now because there's so many more Pixar movies than before.
How about in your top 5? Yes.
It's not in the top 5.
Okay.
But it's a very, very solid Pixar movie. Between that and Onward, it's like interchangeable to me. It's like a very solid, respectable Pixar movie. It's nothing that'll blow your mind, but you're gonna, after you watch it, you're like, you know what? I'm glad I watched it. It's a very good movie.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, it's hard because Pixar's are varied of like. If you think about it, all those like solid movies are actually really good, but when you compare it to like legendary Pixar movies, you're just like, it's like good.
Right.
You kind of like adjust your judgment on them. But I enjoy it a lot. I highly recommend it. Right?
Right.
All right, Steve-O. Your movie of the week for this week.
My movie of the week this week is Charlie Says. So it is a movie based on true events of Charlie Manson and his weird, crazy wives. Or girlfriends, or whatever you want to call them. So yeah, the movie kind of follows them and just like the build up to their cult of what they did. So yeah, the movie has Matt Smith. If you don't know who Matt Smith is, he was a Doctor Who. He was also in The Crown. He's also going to be in House of Dragons. So he's in a lot of things. And then also Hannah Murray. If you don't know who that is, she was on Game of Thrones. She was Gilly. Sam's love interest. Gilly. Oh, Gilly. With her bastard child. Yes. So yeah, the movie contains them, and like I said, so the movie is about just Charlie Manson and his crazy girlfriends, and just kind of like the rise of you see how they become crazy and like stuff like that. So you just see like the steps by steps, like, oh, that sounds crazy. Oh, it's getting crazier. Oh, okay, this is getting more crazy. Here we go. So yeah, I'm interested. It does have poor reviews, but just because I am very fascinated with that whole like story, I want to check it out just to see like their take on it too. So it's gonna be interesting for sure. That is my movie of the week. You could check it out on the Netflix, the Flicks of Net. All that fun stuff. Just recently added on the Flicks of Net. Jordy, what is your new movie of the week?
My movie of the week is a new movie that came out on HBO Max called No Sudden Move. It is with...
Don't move. Continue.
Can I move?
Yeah, you can move.
Okay. Yeah. It's with Don Cheadle, Benicio del Toro, David Harbour, John Hamm, Brendan Fraser... Kieran Culkin, Macaulay Culkin's brother, Julia Fox, who is in oh my god, Uncut Gems, the girl from Uncut Gems. I know Brendan Fraser. I know, and it's directed by Steven Soderbergh, who's kind of a small name, right? It's about. He's a very, very popular director. It's about a group of criminals are brought together under mysterious circumstances and have to work together to uncover what's really going on when their simple job goes completely sideways.
Oh, yeah. I remember reading about this movie.
Yeah, so great cast. I like the director. Got a 6.6 on IMDb, but I don't really care. I'm already interested, so I'm excited. I'm excited to watch this. I think on Rotten Tomatoes, it might have gone like in the 90s, but don't quote on me on that.
I won't quote you on that for sure.
Yeah, please don't.
I will not. It sounds like you're going to enjoy this movie this week.
Yes, I didn't do any reading into it. I was like, oh, No Sudden Move, cast, great. Sometimes when I do the movie of the weeks, I'm always like, eh. Oh, Rotten Tomatoes, 90%. Thank you for stalling that.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to watch this, and that's all I have on that.
That's all you have to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that.
Well,
horrible accent.
Transition. Speaking of movies, I saw last Friday. Black Widow came out. I saw it. I'm excited.
What's Black Widow?
It's a movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
You must suck when people ask you questions and you just go straight to the generic answer.
Well, that was the generic answer. Black Widow is the new Marvel movie with Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, David Harbour. So it is the standalone movie of Scarlett Johansson's character, Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow. So this movie takes place right after Civil War. It's honestly like a good standalone, like superhero movie. Like this is her own movie and her own adventure, and it's good. It's very entertaining, good action movie. David Harbour's character is very interesting. I like it. He's funny. Florence Pugh definitely plays it well too. I think they all have just good chemistry with each other. The whole dynamic, and it's really good. Definitely worth seeing for sure. 100%. If you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I definitely plan on seeing it, and I want to see it in theaters. It's also on Disney Plus, right?
It is on Disney Plus for price. It's like $25. I think it was like Mulan.
Yeah, just go to a theater. It's $15.
I spent $12.
Yeah.
Why spend $25 to stay at home when you could spend $12 to go to a movie theater? So,
but it's up to you.
Up to you. But yes, very entertaining, so good, and it didn't seem that long either. I will say, it's like an hour 40 something minutes, but it really didn't seem that long. So it was interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then also the ending credits.
Don't say anything.
I won't, but you guys stay tuned till the ending credits.
Is it that good?
It's very here. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. It's not that bad. It connects something that happens with one of the Marvel TV shows that currently. Not Loki, but like the Marvel shows. It connects something that happened in there.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So they're.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah. And I will spoil this.
No. Why would you say anything?
Florence Pugh will have a role in the MCU. That's all. She has a future role.
Yeah, I don't know why I tried to do that. I heard that over.
But that's not a big spoiler.
I mean, you still don't know. You still don't know.
Florence Pugh will have
No, I mean, you're right, but for people who haven't seen it, you still don't know.
It's not that big of a spoiler.
Okay.
I promise you. It's not. It's like saying the Shield is gonna be in a Marvel movie. Yeah, no shit. The Shield is gonna be.
Well, no one fucking excuse my language fucking knows that Florence Pugh is gonna be in a different movie. No, you don't know the character at all. So how do you know that?
You'll find out once.
Now we know. Well, now we know she's important. So it's just
once you watch the movie.
Steve-O.
Well, anyway, speaking of Marvel, let's get into Loki.
Yeah. So
we missed the last 2 weeks of reviewing
episodes
Loki.
4 and 5.
Episodes 4 and 5. I will say. So we talked about how episode 3 was slow.
Yeah, episode 4 was nuts.
Episode 5 was nuts. They
were
crazy.
Both
were really good. So far we have 5 episodes. 4 out of the 5 are great. They really are.
This is the best show.
This is the best.
The climax, or I'll say this, at the end, the last episode in WandaVision was kind of anticlimactic to me. It wasn't bad, but it was a little. Same with Captain Falcon Winter Soldier. It was a little anticlimactic. So we'll see, but all right, spoilers. So let's wait 2 seconds.
1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi.
The Timekeepers.
Oh yeah, I want to know who.
First of all, when you see the fake ones, you knew it was this animation. I know. I was like, these animations are fucking weird.
Yeah.
I was like, something's wrong, and then.
It's just it's so good. Also, I got really nervous when Owen Wilson's character got.
I know, same.
I was just like, no.
My heart got shot, and then when it happened to Loki, I was like, oh, he's not gone. I was like, Owen Wilson is not gone.
Well, I did think at first Loki was gone, and then I watched the ending credits, and I was just like,
I knew the whole show it's literally called Loki. I mean, there's other Lokis now, right, but he's the Loki just because.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's not really Sylvie's Sylvie's Loki, but she doesn't go by Loki.
Right.
So I mean, I obviously think that she's gonna be in the Marvel universe as well.
Yeah.
But Owen Wilson plays that character so well.
He does.
He is perfect for that role because he puts his own thing into it too.
Yeah, he does.
And it's just...
And just him and Tom Hiddleston just have good chemistry.
Yeah.
I definitely do.
I like the multiple Lokis that were there.
That was fun. The alligator was hilarious.
Yeah, that was just random.
That was just random and funny. Just are we sure that's a Loki? It's a Loki. It's okay, it's an alligator, but all right.
And then it ended on a cliffhanger where she gets to see the Alioth's past.
They actually get through past that monster thing.
Yeah, no, but when she touches it, she sees visions, right? Didn't she see visions?
I don't think she did. No, you just saw her walk through something. Same thing with Loki.
No, but when she touches I thought she can see vision.
No, so what happened was I know what you're talking about. The scene when she realized she could manipulate.
And then she's like, I saw something.
But you didn't see anything big.
No, I know, but that's what she does though when she manipulates.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You don't see what she sees yet, but
she said she.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
So then that's the cliffhanger in 6.
Yes.
I hope. I stupidly read saw one clip that kind of relates other plots that could happen in the MCU that I won't say, but if it sounds right, I'm just hoping that we see or know about who whatever a timekeeper is.
Timekeeper, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of reference timekeepers the entire show. You would think they would at least reference it at the end of the episode.
If I had to guess, it has to do something with Doctor Strange.
I'm not going to say because there's one thing that kind of
I'm just guessing.
I'm
literally guessing. I'm
guessing
guessing on my ass here. So I would have to guess it would have to do something with Doctor Strange just because he's the man of the multiverse and he also was a timekeeper as well. Just a guess.
Mm-hmm.
Just guessing here.
But man, this show
is so good. I think
so good.
I'm gonna say it right now. This is the best Marvel show series.
Yeah, I agree.
Between,
and this was my most hyped, and it lived up to the hype. I think
it definitely did.
Because those trailers looked so good, and then it just lived up to it.
So good, and honestly, best for last. Between these three,
Agreed.
Best for last.
Agreed.
So
this show's so good.
I'm excited to watch the final episode this week. So,
all right, Steve-O.
Let's do it.
Let's get to the news, Steve-O.
All right, Jordy, where do we get our news from?
ScreenRant.com. I don't know why I went closer to the mic, but...
He says it with emphasis.
Why did I get closer to the mic?
Because you are a show where we get our news from. I love it. So, yes, as Jordy says, we get our news from ScreenRant.com.
I don't think you meant it.
You're right, I didn't.
Yeah.
All right. So, first big piece of news that has hit the news. Yeah. Greta Gerwig confirms to direct the live action of Barbie movie. So, Margot Robbie was casted to play Barbie. It's going to be a live action movie about Barbie, and Greta Gerwig will be directing it. So it's been confirmed. The movie will be starting to shoot in 2022.
So I'm assuming a 2023 release.
Yeah, so assuming about a 2023 release. So they'll start shooting next year. So still more moving pieces are coming along with it. So we are living in Barbie's world. We are Barbie girls in Barbie's world.
What do you think?
It just depends. What I would for this type of project, I would need to see the trailer. Based off, I get it. Margot Robbie's a great actress.
Great actress. Gerwig's a great director.
But for me, sure, you've seen projects. We've all seen projects with great actors, great actresses, great directors, great writers, but still flops because the stories are just.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the ones where I'm skeptical about the story.
Right.
That's what I'm skeptical about.
I kind of have good faith because I like Greta Gerwig a lot. I like Little Women a lot, and I liked Lady Bird, and those were the back-to-back movies she's done. So maybe she's on a streak and not understands, but gets how to create her own and make it her own and make it really good with a Margot Robbie star too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's got hope. But let's see who else is in the cast, and obviously, like you said, the trailer. Yeah. The trailer always speaks to.
It does. Well, that's for this movie.
Unless it's your Suicide Squad, the first one, not the newer one.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Well, anyways, next piece of news, Jordy, you could take this one.
Eddie Redmayne reportedly set to star in an unnamed movie from the Russo brothers.
Yes.
So it stars Christopher Wiley, who Eddie Redmayne is going to be, and it's about the Cambridge Analytica whistleblower, which I, to be honest with you, no idea what that means.
No idea what that's about.
Sounds like it's somewhat of a true story or based on true events because it says it's the Cambridge. I don't know. I could just be bullshitting this. I have no idea. But
like
all I know is that there's a movie coming out, Eddie Redmayne starring it. I love Eddie Redmayne. I think he's a great actor. And the Russo brothers did all those Avengers movies, was involved in Community, one of our favorite shows. So,
yeah.
Hype. That's all I got to say about it is just good hype.
Good hype right there.
Cherry, we talked about, that was the Russo brothers. More of a convoluted story directed well.
Yes.
The story is so convoluted.
So
it was all over the place.
It was very well directed.
Yeah, for what the story was given to them,
yes,
it was. And the acting was great.
It was. It really was. Well, we'll be on the lookout for more news about that movie.
Yeah, I love Eddie Redmayne. He's a man.
Next piece of news. Universal movies will now go to Peacock after theaters instead of HBO. So HBO and Universal Movies had a deal pretty much after the theater release. Then they would go straight to HBO. Now they're going to be going straight to Peacock.
Starting in 2022.
Starting in 2022. So, wow. Like, that's insane to me. Like, Peacock just stepped up their game. HBO kind of just got...
Yeah, but HBO doesn't. They have it with what's the face? They just was it Warner Brothers?
Well, that's just for this year.
No, I know, but I'm saying like
that's just for this year.
Peacock literally saw that and was like, all right, well, we're gonna one up you, and instead of doing it like same theater and streaming because movies are gonna want to go back to theaters now, we're just gonna do it even better and do it after. Yeah, which is honestly better.
Well, that's what they've been like. Universal movies have been going to HBO right after theaters, so now the fact that they're just going over to Peacock.
Sorry, I didn't know that HBO. But when their HBO deal ends, I should read.
When their HBO deal ends, yeah. So that blows my mind. Just after all those years, and now I think Peacock just stepped up their game.
They did,
and I feel like Universal puts out a lot of good family movies, a lot of good
They do.
Yeah, they put a lot of movies out, and action movies, family movies, all of it, rom-coms.
But that's a huge deal for Peacock. It's huge.
It definitely steps up the Peacock game for sure. Well, in other news, relevant news. So this past weekend, with Black Widow coming out, I went to go see Black Widow. So this has been the best box office in the U.S. Since Sonic the Hedgehog. So Sonic the Hedgehog came out right before the pandemic.
February of the pandemic?
It was February of 2020. So that's when the movie came out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love
So this past weekend, it's been the best box office since then. So it's showing things are we're getting back to normal.
Yeah.
And
it's a slow process, but you definitely see progress.
Yes.
And I understand why it's a slow process. People are, whenever they're comfortable with going out, they can, but I love seeing it because I honestly think there's nothing better than watching a movie in theaters. It's just an awesome experience.
Agreed. But yeah, with also Fast 9 as well, that came out too the weekend before. So that's what it means, all these major movies.
Right.
So yeah, the box office are hitting hard. Love it.
Exciting stuff.
Very exciting stuff. All right, next piece of news. Henry Cavill will star in Kingsman director's new spy franchise. So the Kingsman director, Matthew Vaughn, has a new spy franchise he's working on. And he has casted Henry Cavill to star in it and to lead this.
I like Henry Cavill a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's jacked. He was Superman.
Also, I am a big fan of the Kingsman movies.
Right, and then oh my god, what else was Henry Cavill in? He's in The Witcher. That's actually gotten solid. I think it's gotten solid reviews on Netflix, and he was awesome in Mission Impossible.
He was also in Enola Holmes.
He was
Enola Holmes.
Well, way to bring that back.
Yes. So, yeah, that's another fun stuff right there. All right, next piece of news.
Damn computer.
Yeah. Next piece of news.
Peacock's Joe Exotic show replaces Dennis Quaid with William Fichtner? I don't know. Fisher. We're going to go with Fisher. So the new, Joe Exotic show that's upcoming, Joe Exotic show that is supposed to be Dennis Quaid playing Joe Exotic is now going to be William Fichtner, who was in The Dark Knight. He was the
banker.
He was the bank, like the mob banker.
Yeah.
Like worked for the mob or whatever. He was in Longest Yard. He was in Black Hawk Down. He's in a lot of stuff. If you look him up, you'll be like, oh, I know who this is.
He's in the show Mom.
Right.
For like good portion of the series. I think
so
I know it was 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I'm pretty sure it was due to scheduling conflict for Dennis Quaid. So
that it was. He's also playing Ronald Reagan. So yeah, there's that too.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
So that's probably part of the scheduling conflict that's going on. Yeah.
But still a good actor. I like William Fichtner. Nothing wrong with him.
I do like him as an actor. He's very good.
I'm glad he gets like a bigger role now too. He's usually like the side roles and stuff.
He has done some major.
He has too. I'm not saying he hasn't done anything, but
he does a lot of side roles. He's more of a supporting actor. So the fact that he'll be starring in this.
Man, just looking back at it, like once COVID like hit and when that lockdown, and then Tiger King was like all anyone can talk about.
Yeah.
And now like, oh god, sorry, I just had like a flashback.
Love it.
Yeah, gotta love the flashbacks. All right.
Well. Next piece of news that I don't even want to say. Jordy, you can read it. You can just read it.
I'll read the last two. Simpsons writer details working on Goonies musical with Richard Donner. So Tim Long, writer from the hit series The Simpsons, is now working on a musical Goonies with Richard Donner. Steve-O, this is all you. I'm just gonna sit back and relax and hear what you
remember that YouTube video of the guy who was like screaming, "Leave Britney alone, leave Britney alone," like.
Yes.
I feel like her or I feel like him right now. I feel like leave these good movies alone. Leave Goonies alone. It's a beautiful movie as it is. Leave it alone. All right, like I don't care if it's amazing. I don't care if this musical is going to be like probably the best thing in the world. Leave the damn leave these classic movies alone. You don't need to remake them. You don't need to do spin-ups on them or make them to musicals or turn into a TV show. Leave these classics alone. All right? They're classics for a reason. And then when you do stuff like this, it hurts it. So we'll see what happens. Again, it may be, like I said, amazing, but yeah, I'm upset. I love The Goonies. It's one of my favorite movies from the 80s, for sure. No doubt. So it's a big. If you haven't seen The Goonies, then I don't know. You've been living underneath a rock, I guess.
I don't know. It looks like it might not be actually happening. It says that he details working with Richard Donner on a possible Goonies musical.
Well, I hope it doesn't happen.
I could be wrong too, but I was trying to read into it.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Again, it's not for sure set in stone, but they're working on it.
Yeah. Well, because Richard Donner passed away.
Yeah. Don't do it. Just don't do it. As simple as that. Anyways, all right. Next piece of article.
Last piece of news that we have. HBO's Last of Us show casts Dumbo actress as Joel's daughter. So Dumbo actress Nico Parker, who was in I just said Dumbo, joins HBO's series adaptation of the hit video game The Last of Us alongside Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey. So
yeah, she'll be playing
Joel's daughter, Sarah.
Yeah. Again, if you've seen the video game, that is a small role because
don't say it. Yeah. Just because some people.
But again, they may be doing something different.
Yeah, they might.
Again,
which I kind of hope they do. You don't want to learning from Lion King and these remakes. Yeah, you want to have the core big events happen, but you also want to explore more options with it, which makes these adaptations so hard to do.
That's what I mean. If for those of you who play the video game, you may think this is who cares, but you don't know. You don't know actually. We'll see. I
think what happens in the video game will happen in The Last of Us on those core events.
Yeah.
But maybe they kind of build up more to it.
Right.
But yeah, that's big news, and I'm pretty sure they began filming.
I don't know if they have yet.
I think
they're
they
still
did.
casting.
No,
sure.
I think they did.
I couldn't tell you. Don't quote me. Couldn't tell you.
I'm pretty sure they did. Well, I'm not going to look it up because
We'll find out
that's
later.
it for this episode of Thorndale Theater Talk.
Yep.
Remember to follow us on Instagram at Steven Centrella. That's that guy right over there.
This guy.
Don't point at the...
Okay.
No, you.
Okay.
Twitter at Thorndale Talk, our official Twitter page, at Kibbles312 and at Steven Centrella. And our Facebook page, Thorndale Theater Talk, and our YouTube channel, Thorndale Theater Talk, to like, subscribe, comment, say all those things. And remember to listen to us every Tuesday on podcast streaming services like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Breaker. And I forgot to say this in the beginning of the episode, listen to our 67 other episodes. Wow, I screwed it up.
It's all right. We forgive you.
We forgive you. But that's it. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.